can I help you?
No, it was, I don't have to sit on that same seat
No.
that we had Rosh Hashanah, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Sit wherever you want.
I wasn't sure there were assigned seats.
Nah.
Well, I'll sit here. Because I know Phil tends to sit here and then everybody's like,
Oh, people love their seats. But
I
it's
guess
not
I'll
like,
just sit over here then.
it's not a sign, it's just, in Hebrew it's called a makom kavua. Makom is place, kavua means established.
Okay.
So makom kavua is a concept of Judaism that gives you a place to make time to show.
Where would you like to sit? Oh, boy.
So that's why you have people always sitting there seeing.
Right, I mean, it seems like even at the Rosh
Now, we
Hashanah.
don't assign it, they assign themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leonard's been here, I'll sit here. Okay.
Betty, you coming tomorrow? To our Tot Shabbat in San Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. To Lord Yukadas. Always. Oh, I got the whole scowl. I got the full face scowl. Yeah, I did. You're like, I want to watch you, you don't watch me. Yeah, always. Unless you want to break because you're not feeling well.
What do you have on plan? What's on tap, man?
I got
Shalom. That's the one.
old classics with these ones out. We haven't done these in a while. Yeah, I'm doing a more musical Kabbalah Shabbat because we haven't had one.
Yeah, we have it.
Normal, like
Yeah, that'll be
a
good.
normal. It's a warm up.
If I know, I have to sing tenor, isn't that funny? I cannot sing soprano because I go off key, but I can stand by a man and then just sing tenor. Yeah, stand by my man.
Stand
But
by
I
my.
have to know the song and then I'll, like,
Okay.
I have a good ear for singing,
We'll work on that.
but I don't sing.
Shir Chadash, Yismechu, Ramamu, the classics.
And, yeah, I need,
And the Lachadot Sephardic.
I need a book too.
Couldn't find, they don't have any hair clips anymore, do they?
Hair clips?
Yeah. No, because I wanted to put a key.
Oh yeah, there's by the kippah.
No, they're not. That's not, I didn't know if we had any more anywhere. All right.
You can have one of mine.
Do you have an extra?
Yeah, I always have
Then
two.
let me go get.
Go for it. I'll be a little floppy, but that's fine.
No, it's more important than you.
No, no, it's fine. It's good. We're good. We're good. Enjoy.
If I can
Okay.
You
Great.
stand behind.
Well,
A little bit of
you're
this.
gonna be in the choir soon anyway.
Yeah, I told her. She's gonna be in choir. You're gonna join up.
Alex, I'll be tall enough when I'm 14 to do it better. I'll be tall enough. But now that I'm short, I don't have to.
Take a clip.
Enjoy being short. It's easier to hide.
Hi there.
7.
Yeah. 7 people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 Jews.
Ah, yes, yes, I hear you. Yes. You can count, you count. See what happens. Yay.
I'm not
So
gonna
what
have to sing
songs
with that
do
one.
I know?
You're gonna know He Name Matov.
Shalom, y'all.
Because we do that a lot here.
Shabbat shalom. Shalom aleichem. If you turn to page 5. If you turn to page 5. Shalom aleichem. We ask for God to look in the windows. We ask for God to look in the windows and to see us here, ready for Shabbat. And as God looks in the windows, as the ministering angels look and see us for here, ready for Shabbat, the no good angel, the angel who's sent to help us get into some shenanigans, is forced to say a prayer that we should be here each and every week for Shabbat. So we thank the ministering angels for looking in and setting us up for a good week. This is the Texan version of Shalom Aleichem on page 5. Goes like this. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Asharei Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malchei Amalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malchei Amalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You say Shalom Aleichem, which means peace to you. Shalom Aleichem. Just do that one more time. Shalom Aleichem. The easiest part is just ooh-oh. Ooh-oh. You're geniuses. Ooh-oh. Yeah, I see that smile. Baruch Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malchei Amalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Seitchem HaShalom Seitchem HaShalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malchei Amalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Ooh-oh. Ooh-oh. That's right, Ovedi. Shalom Aleichem. Good to see you all. Shalom Aleichem. Welcome, welcome. So if this is your first time using this book, you'll notice it's backwards, as according to the Hebrew language. When I say a page number like page 5, you'll notice the Hebrew is on the right, the English is on the left, and also when there's red, that's transliterated Hebrew, so you can follow along with the Hebrew and English characters. All the way on the right, history lessons, definitions about what words are. All the way on the left are extra spiritual intentions, poems, things like that. So just have fun with the book that's there.
We've done that here.
So we turn to page 13 for Shir Chadash.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'll be the guitar, so you get closer.
So we're gonna know what key.
Are you good there?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Coda.
Nope.
That's it.
That's Matt's playing guitar.
Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God and the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Shiru Adonai. I will sing unto God a new song.
Nice one.
Oh, that was nice.
Nice one. Nice one.
Oh, I did that one. So you can do this and this.
As we, the heavens shall be glad, the earth rejoice, the sea in its fullness roar. This week in the Torah portion, we start over. So we start at the beginning of Genesis, work our way all the way through Deuteronomy, and then start over again. So we are in Triennial 1. We're reading the first third of the portions this year. We are reading in the beginning, starting at the very beginning of the scroll, the beginning of the beginning, where all of these things are created, the sea and the heavens and the earth and all within it. So we're going to rejoice in that. Yismechu Hashamayim on page 14. Do you want it as written? Yismechu. Good. Yismechu
Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz.
This is where you clap.
Yehiramayam, 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 Umelo, Yehiramayam, 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 Umelo, Yehiramayam, 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 Umelo, Yehiramayam, 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 Umelo, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz.
I always love how the Covenant Notes is an intergenerational group. We got our teens, and then this one, by the way, was a star of our Purim spiel.
I'm just a kid.
Yeah. Well, just a kid is basically as good as it gets.
Susan, would you like to come up with do L'chadodi?
We're doing Ramamu.
Oh, we're going to do Ramamu. You can do that too.
Yeah, Ramamu.
Feel free if you want.
After
You can
God,
stay there.
after God created the heaven and the earth and all that's all within it, God created us, and we get to pray to God. We get to exalt God on God's holy mountain. Ramamu, page 20. That's how it's
Ramamu.
written. Is that too? Is that good? Ramamu. Is that too high?
That's beautiful.
That's as written.
That's always beautiful. Whatever you do
I'm playing as written for you
You
today.
play any way you
so I can
like.
be the accompanist.
Drive.
So we're on the bottom of page 20, at the red triangle on the bottom of page 20, wherever you find 20, you'll find a red triangle. That will get you there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Read it. Beautiful, beautiful. Harkot show. Lecha Dodi.
Looks like a baby.
On page 23, that rhymes. Lecha Dodi on page 23. Yeah? They're right over there. We have the large print books over there if anyone needs them, and then we also have hearing packs that hook up to the sound system if anyone needs them over there. Lecha Dodi. You're taking it away? 1, 2.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela.
Shamor.
Shamor v'zachor v'dibor v'echad, Ishmiyanu el hamechad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad, L'shemo titznerem l'tila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mikor habracha, ve'rosh mikedesh nesucha, sof ma'aseh v'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Middle of 24.
Middle of page 24.
Hitoreri, kiva ore, uri, shir daveri, kivon Adonai Allah yekriva. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela.
Please rise if you're able and comfortable. page 25 as we face the back door.
Ohi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha u'betzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lecha doti likrat kala, v'nei shabbat likavela, lecha doti likrat kala, v'nei shabbat likavela.
Please remain standing if you are able and you are comfortable. Page 26, as we comfort mourners who are in our community or might be in our midst. Hamakom enechem edchem betzok shar v'leitzim v'Yerushalayim. May the divine cover you along with all other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. And let us say, Amen. You may be seated. Tzadika Tamar. Anyone want to lead Tzadika Tamar?
You know this one.
She doesn't look like she wants to lead it more.
I will chime in, certainly.
All right, Tzadika Tamar. We're on page 28.
28?
Tzadika Tamar, the righteous flourish like a date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon, planted in the house of Adonai. They flourish in our God's courtyards.
Tzadika Tamar Yifra Keres Albanon Yizkeh Shetuli Bevet Adonai Bechasrot Eloheinu Yafrihu Odenuvun Beseva Deshenim Berananim Yiyu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Azatavon.
That was gorgeous.
Was that a tune?
Since I have you here, I'll torture you for one more song as you're sounding so beautiful. Are you awake?
Oh, yeah.
Are you prepared?
Yes.
Are you listening? So, the high holidays, y'all, started on September 13th with Leil Slichot and went until Wednesday. That's longer even than usual because Slichot has to be a certain number of days before Rosh Hashanah, so it was a week before. It's been a long season, but a beautiful season. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have come out of this high holiday season just feeling, I don't even know how to describe it, but a new connection, a new love for this community. It's just a deepening. I just think it's been a really beautiful one. For me, at least, I'll use I statements that has felt that way for me. And yet, there's no stopping. I took a semi-reset day yesterday, although my daughter decided to gift me with being home with a cold, because that's the life of a mom. But I came back today and had a million emails to respond to, and I was planning things on the next holidays. Hanukkah, looking towards our Hebrew high school trip in February, and it's just amazing how vibrant this community is. So you really have to stay awake, and awake to the moment, otherwise you might miss it. Is that too low or forget? Yana nine nine nine, 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 yana nine nine nine. Am I awake? Am I prepared? my prayers? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yana nai nai nai, 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 yana nai nai nai. Please rise if you are able and comfortable on 39A. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Yana nai nai nai, la da nai nai nai, la da nai nai nai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. You may be seated. You can all take a break if you want to. My fabulous singers. That was a gorgeous Kabbalah Shabbat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to be seated, yes. I'll need you to help me with Shema, though, later, in a couple of minutes, okay?
Okay, I'll try to.
Yeah, or whatever. Whatever makes you happy. Page 39A. So let's get a little bit English in here, because there's a beautiful reading, God and Nature, an interpretive translation on 39A on the left. We'll read this responsively because it talks about the rhythms of day and night, that were set by God this week, the Torah portion of Genesis, the very beginning. Beloved are you, eternal God, by whose design the evening falls, by whose command dimensions open up and eons pass away and stars spin in their orbits. In rising sun and in spreading dust, creator of all, you are made manifest. Beloved are you, Adonai, for this hour of nightfall. El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Adonai, Amari V'Aravim. Page 40, that God teaches us to be more than animals, to truly love, even when our instinct pulls us not to love, because animals have an instinct to love. My dog just loves. He doesn't have an instinct not to love. Human beings sometimes have the instinct not to love. So we aspire in that way to be like the animals, a pure love, wagging our tails as we see people that come and greet us. Page 40. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael, amcha ahavta, Torah mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, v'shochfeinu v'kumeinu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam v'layla v'avtecha, al tesir mimenu olamim, bruchat Adonai, v'vamo Yisrael. I lost my Shema helper. Are you hanging out with Grammy? You hanging? You want to do Shema? She's fast. Ready?
You're right, I'm fast.
You are fast. Come, lead us in Shema. 6 words that summarize our faith on page 41.
I'm gonna read it.
1, 2, 3. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Amazing. Good. You did it. Grab candy.
Easier than last time.
Yeah, you got it. Ve'ahaveta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadavarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatan levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha beveitecha v'leftecha v'derech Ushochbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beineinecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, v'yisharecha. Continue page 42, silently to yourself. Hebrew English for the sides of the page. On page 44, we learn about something that's going to happen a little bit in the future with the Jewish people. So this is going to get a little bit into biblical theory. Anyone's ever heard of Rosenzweig's theory of creation, revelation, and redemption? It's getting a little heady. But there's a theory which came out of the German school 100 plus years ago, that all of the Bible can be encapsulated in 3 words: creation, revelation, and redemption, that happen over and over and over again, sometimes within one story, and sometimes you have big arcs, like the creation of the world, revelation, God's revelation, Mount Sinai, redemption, either redeemed from Egypt, the ultimate redemption of the Jews back to Israel. Just over and over, you can see that in stories. So even as we think about creation, which we are this week, we also think about redemption, the redemption of the Jewish people who were slaves in Egypt. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilo do sefele, nora tehilo do sefele. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilo do sefele, nora tehilo do sefele. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song, the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Oh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilo do sefele, nora tehilo do sefele. That's right. Miriam, the woman who got us through the other side. V'ne'emar k'v'nai Yaakov yom yachazak mimenu brochat Adonai gal Yisrael. Turn to page 45. We ask God to please spread over a blanket of peace over this entire world. We just finished Sukkot, where we stayed outside. Well, not really. It was rainy this Sukkot. God had other plans, but we built We built our Sukkot Shalom, we built our canopies of peace with the intentions that they should spread over the entire world. And so please God, I hope that they will. 3 lines from the bottom on page 45 in the Hebrew or the transliterated Hebrew on the left. 3 lines from the bottom. Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shelamecha, Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shelamecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Apore Sukkot Shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. And on the 7th day, God rested in creation, but in resting, God created a day for us to rest, a day for us to remember that we are in relationship with God generation to generation. The Shamru is on page 46. Please rise if you're able and comfortable. I need some help with this one, though. At least Norm or any of my other sopranos, or you can sing from there if you want to, and just, there's a Veshamru, Karl Bach. Come on, come on. At this point, you got to come up. It's the peer pressure.
Karl Bach or Buchanan? Which one do you like?
Karl Bach.
Oh, okay. I know how they're different.
Was hauntingly beautiful.
That brings it home.
That was beautiful. That's how that song was meant to be sang. Yitzgadal v'yitzgadash meraba v'yamadrach v'yamlich machutei v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayetecho beit Yisrael magala bagala u'v'zman kariv v'yimeru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam ome'omaya yitzbarach Yiparach yishabach yishbar v'rav yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha le'olam mikol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yama yimeru amen. Continue with your own silent devotion 47 through 52, or your own silent prayer of the heart that needs to be said between you and the divine in this moment. Shiva Ruach Amrita Gashem. Yiyu leratzon imrefi imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha. Yiyu leratzon imrefi imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri vegoali. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri vegoali. Yiyu leratzon imrefi imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart that I just said be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. And let us say, Amen. If you're able and comfortable, we remain standing. Otherwise, do what your body needs to do on page 53 for our symbolic repetition of the Amidah, where we thank God for ceasing to work so the seventh day could be a day of rest for us, a holy day for all time. On page 53, Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevam vayechal Elohim bayom hashavi milachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashavi mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashavi vayikadesh oto kivo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Adorah El Elyon Konei Shamayim v'Aretz. The bottom paragraph, Magen Avot bedivaro, Mechaye metim b'mamaro, Ha'el hakadosh she'ein kamohu, Ha'meniach le'amo b'yom Shabbat kodsho, Kivam ratza laniach lahem, Lefanav na'avod be'ira v'fachad, V'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid, Me'on ha'berachot. Elorot Adonai Shalom Mikadesh HaShabbat V'rech Shevi Minyak Biktu Shalia Mekdusha Yoneg Zecher L'Maaseh V'Reishit. Turn to page 54. On the top left corner, we read together the two kinds of peace. I love this. And it's pronounced Nachman of Braslav. I know that's a break your teeth on that one, but that's his name. The Hasidic master Nachman of Braslav distinguished between two kinds of peace. The first is peace within oneself, which arises out of a sense of awe and humility. The second kind of peace derives from prayer, a vision of universal peace when there shall be peace in all the world. Kadish Shalem, Yikatav Yikadash Merabah, Yamadrak Yutimik Lachute Bahayachona Viomechona Yisrael Bagalav Makrivi Maru. Yeshmei Rabba Mevarach, Leolam Amaya, Yitbarach, Vishabach, Vitbar, Vitrama, Vianase, Vietadar, Vitale, Vietalal, Shemei de Kudisha, Leelam Minkol Berchata, Vishirata, Tishbechata, Venechamata, Rambiel Mavi Yimaru, Titzka Bel, Slow to Horvota, Kol, de Koyishal, Kadmavon, Dishmai Yimaru, Ishlava Rabba Min Shemaya, Bechaim, Alini Belko Israel Yimaru. O say shalom Ramav, we are say shalom, Alini Belko Israel, Vehimeru. Amen. You may be seated. As we pause now for blessings of spiritual and physical healing. May the one who bless our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal. Dennis Abrahams, Madison Adams, Dominic de Alessaro, Tom Amrain, Gregory Barr, Dina Batsara, Elizabeth Bell, Michael Bell, Devorah Miriam Batbracha, Jill Clayton, Tom Clemens, Alex Copley, Adam David, Shimon Diamond, Lauren Feig, Bud Fenzel, Debbie Fenzel, Lauren Futch, Jacob Garrett, Andy Green, Mark Greenfield, Judy Hamelberg, Suzanne Hunter, Cooper Jackson, Carol Jacobson, Carol Jernigan, Ethel Kagan, Judith Kurzer, Jennifer Lanvin, Anita Levitskin, Shirley Levine, Jacob Levtow, Shira Batliba, Chaim Ben Yeshua Halevi, Charlie Lolich, Sherry Malman, Roselle Margolis, Dave Murray, Morgan Orlick, Sebastian Pendragon and family, Dennis Penzel, Pat Riley, Olivia Renegar, Joyce Renwick, Jeff Roberts, Sue Roth, Beverly Schoeniger, Joel Serret, Larry Sipple, Julianne Stein, Zev Ben Aram Vishternika, Tzion Michael Ben Svivi Udit, Eva Urdaneta, Lloyd Zeldin. Are there any other names for healing today? This first row. Okay. Right. Anyone in the second row? Third row? Roselle? Mimi? Carlos's row? Leah Bat Abigail. And anyone who might be streaming and who might be mentioning any names at home. Misheberach avotenu mekor haberacha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor haberacha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May those mentioned aloud in our hearts have a renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. Hello, friends, hello. I like doing the sermon from here on Friday nights. I don't know why, it just feels very conversational. By the way, I got to speak to your grandson, Miriam, on Facebook Messenger. It was very fun. He was a little shocked to see my face, but I thought it was your daughter calling to look for your phone. So that was fun. It was good to see him. He's going to be 4 in a week, so mazel tov, too. I learned all about it. See, we're very conversational. He's so shy. I'm like, oh, we had a whole conversation. It was great. He's like, you're a stranger and you're not my grandma, but whatever, we can talk. It's fine. From the mouth of children, right? From the mouth of babes, as we know in Proverbs. So we're beginning again, as I've been saying all night. We're beginning again with the first
sentence of the Torah tomorrow, which is just so fabulous. And I will, I'm going to tell you all, because you're not going to tell the Saturday morning crowd. I'm going to play my favorite game. What's the deal with the verse tomorrow during services? It's one of my favorite games. It involves me throwing candy. What's the deal with the verse? Because the first verse of Bereshit is just out there. It's out to lunch, man. It's incomprehensible, and every translation's a little bit different about what's the first sentence of the Bible. Okay, in Hebrew, but what does it mean? I don't know. What's the deal with the verse? We're going to talk about. Is it in the beginning of God's creating? Yeah, exactly. You can't even anyway. So that we're going to play that game tomorrow. But today, so come tomorrow, you can play my favorite game. What's the deal with the verse? But on the faithful sixth day, God declares, let's make humans in our image, after our likeness. They shall rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, the cattle, the earth, all the creeping things that creep on the earth. And so God created mankind in the divine image, in Hebrew, B'Tselem Elohim, creating them male and female. So that verse has that phrase, B'Tselem Elohim, in the divine image, which to the Jewish ear is such a familiar phrase. We're created in the image of God, but maybe to other peoples as well. But B'Tselem Elohim, we're created in the divine image. It becomes almost sounds like a cliche. But that moment, that creation of humanity, still calls for our attention. What does it really mean to be human according to the Torah? So the Mishnah begins with the simple observation that the first human was created all by himself, just created alone. Every other species was created of every kind, the fish of every kind, the bird of every kind, diverse all at once. Here are all the fish, boom. Here are all the birds, boom. And yet we have this lonely little Adam, just created all by himself. And the rabbis asked, what's up with that? And the sages teach it was done for the sake of peace among the people, so that no one would say, my ancestor was greater than yours at creation. Everyone comes from Adam, right? If everyone comes from the same person, if every human shares one lineage, it calls us to humility to see how we must treat each other if we are all created ultimately from the same human source. But then, a few lines later in the Mishnah, the idea gets completely flipped, as the rabbis like to do. This and opposite that, right? It says, when a person stamps many coins with many seals, they come out identical, right? You all have quarters, maybe. People don't use money anymore. Back in the day, we had these things called coins, right? Before we used our phones, right? Just tap. And quarters basically all look identical, of a certain kind. So when a person stamps many coins with one seal, they come out identical. But God stamps all people with the seal of Adam so that no two are alike. Therefore, every person must say, for my sake, the world was created. So we're told at first not to boast, right, because we're all from the same source. But then we're also told that each one of us has infinite worth and we're unique, and everything was created for us. So we're equal and we're unique. So Rabbi Akiva adds one more layer. Beloved are human beings, for they were created in the image of God. Even more beloved are they, for it was known to them that they were created in the image of God. The real gift, he says, isn't that we are made in God's image, it's that we know it. And awareness that we're created in God's image is what makes us holy. And so that kind of adds that balance. So it's not just that we shouldn't be boastful because we're all from the same source, and it's not just that, but we're unique. And there's something special about us, and we have our gift. When you combine those together, right, is that we are special, we are made in God's image, and we're aware of that connection, and that humility, right, that awareness brings the holiness, the awesomeness to us. Exactly, Avedi. And as we begin the Torah anew tomorrow during Shabbat and play my favorite game, What's the Deal with the Verse? May we remember that every human being carries both sameness and difference and humility and holiness. And may we always see ourselves in one another as well as in the divine, because all of us is unique, all of us is irreplaceable, and all of us is infinitely loved by God. Shabbat Shalom. Go back to my over here. Aleinu, it's up to us to look in the mirror and know that we are unique and that we are loved and that we are one with God. 56, please rise for able and comfortable. For Aleinu, it is up to us. Aleinu. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol latet gedula leotzer breshit shelo asanu kigoye aratzot velo samanu kimishbechot adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem vegor aleinu kechol hamonam va'anachnu korim umishtachavim humodim lifnei melech Malchei Hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Notei Shamayim Ve'osed Haaretz U'Moshe V'Yikaro V'Shamayim Yima'al U'Shchinatu Zo V'Gov Hei Meromim U'Eloheinu Heinon Emetz Malkeinu Efez Ulato Kakatu v'torato v'yadatayam v'hashevota elevavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim mima'al v'yaretz mitachat einod. Kakatu b'torah techanayim loch le'lam va'ed v'nemar v'hai Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated. I owe you a ba, Miriam. I don't know what happened to me, ma'am. I don't know what happened to me, ma'am. I lost my ba-shamayim. My brain's a little distracted. You'll see why in a minute. It's probably why I didn't ba. So now we come to memory. We express on behalf of B'nai Israel congregation, we express our deepest sympathies to Teresa Densmore on the loss of Kenneth Densmore as she finishes Shloshim this week. We also express our condolences to the family of Shirley Rayfield on the loss of Shirley, to her friends who are in this room. May her memory be for a blessing. May Kenneth's memory eternally be for a blessing. And let us say, Amen. We also recall love and affection this week, the yurtzites of Alan Evanson, cousin of Roselle Margolis, Pearl Dubbs, mother of Alan Dubbs, Andy Snowbender, who is my brother-in-law and in life, May Simon, aunt of Barry Weiss and Lynn Glazer, Esther Harris, mother of Neil Harris, Samuel Winter, father of Walter Winter, Herman Jacobson, father of Jay Jacobson, Stanley Margolis, father-in-law of Roselle Margolis, Lillian Rosenfeld, mother of Marvin Eisenstein, Matthew Hamelberg, son of Robert and Judy Hamelberg, Ronald Meekum, father of Steve Meekum, Estelle LaFranco, cousin of Matthew Popkin, and Edith Posnack, mother of Felice Zeldin. Are there any other memories to recall today? May the memories of all of our loved ones eternally be for a blessing, and may all those who mourn be granted strength, solace, and consolation in their bereavement. And let us say, Amen. Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 58. Mourners, those observing yurtzeit, I invite you to rise, as I also invite the congregation to rise along with you as mourners say their prayer on page 58. Yitzgadal v'yitzgadah shemei rabbah v'yamad divara kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'hayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'agala uv'izman kari v'yamru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Leolam Olmei Almaya Yibarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Dekudisha Brechu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran Be'alma V'yimru Yehei Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Osei shalom b'mramav. Huyaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. May the memories of all of our loved ones eternally be for a blessing. You may be seated. So you'll be very honored to know I actually printed out announcements for you all. I put them on the line music stand. This is my brain post. This is your brain on post-high holiday, right? When nouns are just all gone. So I put it, they're bright orange or blue or I don't know, some color, but they're on the music stand in case you wanted to have some printout announcements as well. It's, it started when I had Shlomi and it just hasn't come back. I just hear it's gonna just get, it's just gonna, it gets better and better, better and better. Well, tomorrow at 10 is Tot Shabbat during regular Torah service. So if you or your loved ones have any random tots that they want to come and bring, and they march around, and then we go do a program in the other room. We're going to be skipping creation and going straight to Noah's Ark, because we have a lot of fun things to do with animals. Wednesday, my lunch and learns come back. The topic is ritual ethics, what to do when there's offenders in the synagogue, and so it should be really interesting. Next Friday, we're going to be back here with our joint BIC-TOI musical, I can't even say any words today, Shabbat service at 6 o'clock. It's going to be a regular Shabbat service, but we're going to have elements of marking 2 years since October 7th, elements of expressing our gratitude for the release of hostages, and as well as mourning. It won't be entirely dedicated, not every prayer will be to that, because it also is Friday night, but we wanted to ritually mark this moment in some time communally that we're already together. So we're going to have some special prayers as part of that service, marking this time that we are in. And please, everybody in the universe, register for Sunday, October 26th, because Susan has been working her tachat off, otherwise known as tuchis, she's making a Hadassah program on anti-Semitism advocacy that people are coming in from different states around the country to come and be a part of this panel talking about, now I'm saying panel, right, this presentation talking about how we can advocate for our teens, for college campuses, and just really in general, the ADL, Hillel, local people are going to be represented. You have to register through the link that I think is on that big poster as you're exiting to the social hall. So please pre-register, but everyone show up, and there'll be lunch, and as you would say, it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous. All right, you have all the rest of the announcements on this piece of paper, so I'm not going to read any more, but please, I just wanted to at least go through there. Are there any other burning announcements? Okay, wonderful. Let's end with Yigdal. It's been a while. We haven't done that one in a while. Bring a traditional Shabbat. Page 62. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimsa ve'yenet el metziuto echad ve'yechi yeyichudo ne'lam ve'gam en sof le'achduto en lo demut haguf ve'eno guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra rishon ve'en reshi le'reshito hino adon olam v'chol notzar yoreh gedulato u'malchuto shefa nevuato netano el anshe segulato v'tifarto lo kam be'Yisrael kemoshe od navi Umabit et emunato Torata mitnatan le'amoel el yad nevio neman beito lo yachalifa el velo yamir dato le'olamin lezulato tso fevio dea sitarenu, mabit l'sof tavar b'kadmato, gomele ish chesed kemifalo, noten l'rasha ra kerishato, yishlach li ketz yamin meshichenu, livtat mechake ketz yeshuato, meti Michael berov chasto, baruch adei shem tehilato, meti Michael berov chasto, baruch adei shem tehilato. And thank you for being the best part of B'nai Israel, not this side of the room, just you. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. For those on streaming, there's no one on that side of the room, so you don't think I'm being mean. Ah, come on, that woman is so rude. What? You're just gonna throw that?
That's very silly.